said what I said.
I said what I said, and I mean what I mean.
Right. The big contributing factor to all of this is the music. Because I was watching this post on Instagram. Jesshilarious made a post, and it was so valid. She was basically saying, you know, you have the CardiBs and you have the city girls, like what's the light skinned one in the city girls? What's her name? I don't know her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
Hold on, Young Miami, boo.
Yeah.
Don't do Young Miami. I like me some Young Miami. I like me some Young Miami.
She okay.
Of all
she okay.
She's cute for real.
I don't want nobody to think I'm hating on her or anything, but y'all will get where I'm coming from in a second.
What about it?
So basically, Jesshilarious was saying, you know, like you and Cardi B, y'all telling us, oh, rob these niggas, work these niggas, do all this, but y'all got a man. Cardi B has a husband. She has a baby daddy. I don't know if they married or not, whatever. But you know, it's like do you treat your man like that? Do you steal his money? Do you work him and be like, oh, I don't want you for nothing. Where my Birkin bag at? You know, that's not how anybody is going to get a man. You're encouraging us to live this lifestyle that you're not even living.
Has Beyonce ever told you to rob anybody?
No, and these fake ass motherfucking thugs up on here.
B ain't told you to do no shit
no,
like that.
I blame y'all too, cause y'all play a big ass part up in it. Y'all want to talk about killing people, hurting people, and when half y'all, first of all, ain't even about that life.
Life told you.
You know,
slap a bitch, kill a hoe, fucking nigga.
All this.
What is that about?
This what you promoting. You know, but and half of y'all ain't really rapping about y'all real life and how y'all really are, because if y'all was really living that life, you wouldn't be broadcasting.
So that would be toxic masculinity, right?
Part
over
of it,
asserting yourself in a situation that's not even called
but
for.
They're encouraging all of these younger people that are listening to them to get into this lifestyle that is going to promote them to be this thug that's going to get them dead or in jail. And you have the women that's promoting the young girls to be hoes.
I was going to ask you, what does toxic femininity look like, cousin?
It looks like Young Miami. I'm sorry, and it looks like Cardi B.
Young Miami.
I love Miami. I love Cardi B.
I
love them as human individuals, but their music is the epitome of what I'm talking about.
Of it right now. Who the ringleader?
Oh, they're not the only people, but they are big contributing factors, and I'm not going to just blame it all on them. It's also
we've been listening to it though, because I was off Trina early on.
Right, but
before I was 10, I was listening to Trina, Miss Trina the bell ringer. Don't ever forget it.
She was the beginning of all of this whole shit.
You didn't learn about sex.
I love Trina
from your mama. You learned about sex from lilwayne, Trina, you know, Hot Boys. You learned about all that from these people who told you drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, but that don't make it right either. I love the Little Kims and the Trinas and all of that. But you know, they kind of like started all of this off, which is not good for our children to be listening to. And I don't want to 100% blame them. Parents also have to take accountability. Just yesterday, I seen a lady with her kids all in her car, and this girl hanging all out the window like, get that bread, get that head, and leave. Y'all don't. Am I the only person that sees something wrong with that?
You're not the only person who sees it, because I see it too. I'm going to tell you this. So cousin said, body, yada, yada, big titties, little waist. Now her titties is about as flat as this goddamn titty. She said, body, big titties, little waist. But she about 5 years old. What's that about, parents? What is that about when your child is speaking those things into existence and she ain't had that experience but yet? You know, what is that about?
Yeah, and I'm not going to act like I'm holier than thou. I remember when I was young, and I remember being little.
Boys, I was dropping like it's hot, and I was twerking.
Oh, I was in my mama's house saying, ain't no nigga like the one I got. No, and she beat my ass like you been. And I'm like, what did I do? I was just singing a a song that I heard on the radio.
It's never the kid's fault, but it is the parents' responsibility in order to instruct a child.
And I want to say this to y'all with as much love as possible. I'm not trying to get on y'all for being a parent. I'm going to keep it real. I don't have no kids of my own. However, what right is right and what's wrong is wrong. It's a time and a place. I understand y'all got to live y'all life. Y'all want to listen to the music that y'all want to listen to. But knowing that your kids are digesting this and it's having some type of effect on them, you can't wait till you're not around your kid to play that. And like, can we get some type of petition or some type of act or some type of government law passed to where the mass media has some type of responsibility to keep the kids safe? Like, is there a radio station that we can start where I can turn it on with my nieces and nephews in the car and not have to worry about talking about get the bread, get the head, and
so
leave?
Dolores Tucker, I want to say this to you because you're Dolores Tucker right now. Remember, now I want to say short dog so bad, but it's too short. I mean, Tupac. I was saying that all day, right? So Tupac, he said, Dolores Tucker, you a fake to me. You know, instead of trying to help a brother, you trying to take his G's. But the reality is she was really on to something. She felt like the music that they were producing was putting out a negative force in our communities, and it was hindering us more than it was helping us.
Right.
It's saying the same thing that you said, and it's the same thing that I see all the time. I don't say it, you know, but I do really believe with all my gut that if we do not begin to censor what's going on with these kids, they will get tossed by the wayside.
Right.
They will think that these things is okay. They will think that prostitution is okay. They will think that stripping is okay. If you get any stripper lined up, they're not going to tell you that this is the life. They're going to tell you, no, I'm lonely.
Yeah.
I don't live a normal lifestyle.
If they telling
and I
you
wish
the
I
truth.
could.
If they telling you the truth.
But when you look at them, look at the ones who have been online and who have been in the public eye, and they're telling you.
Most of these young girls that's glorifying that haven't been around long enough to see the ugly side of it.
No,
are they being paid to not tell the ugly side of it?
I think that they get the finances that they aspire to have because it's a business. Let's not disregard that. You get what I'm saying? It is a business.
Yeah. And I don't think it's anything wrong with, you know, if you're of age and you want to make that decision that that's the type of life that you want to live. Everybody has free will.
We not give that to 10-year-old girls. Because like I said, my superhero was Trina, nigga. In the back of the truck when I'm dead ass drunk. But I don't get high though. I never took it. I often tried, but I passed. And from what I heard,
it ain't bad.
I'm a curious bitch. Don't play with me and y'all know the rest of it.
We shouldn't know that at 10 years old.
At 10 years old, that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate. It's not even appropriate at 20, but I'm going to, lay low with that. Seriously. You know?
That's a problem. That's a major problem.
But that's our culture.
Then you want to beat your child ass when they popping their booty a little hard.
Now, my mama didn't allow me to listen to that. I heard it from your cousin mama. I ain't gonna say no names. But I'm gonna say that because it was allowed. You get what I'm saying? My mother never allowed me to listen to that stuff. My mama always encouraged me to not listen to this stuff. What I heard from my mama was Maze, Frankie Beverly, you know? I heard Isley Brothers all encouraging me to be a strong, black, productive citizen, despite of the odds. Not to be a prostitute, not to be a whore, not to be a fuck buddy, you know? But if I listen to my very great, one of my favorites, which is Lil Wayne, I think can't nobody out rap him, then it's drop it like it's hot. You know, that's what you do, twerk.
And there's nothing wrong with making these musics for the adults, but we have to
stop making twerk music.
We have to be very conscious of the platforms and how it's being sent out to the society. You know, for example, with the film industry and in the TV industry, I don't feel like it's right for them to have all of these sexual scenes on there, whether it be homosexual scenes, girl on girl, boy on boy, or whether it just be a man and a woman. A kid should not be able to turn on a show that comes on at 8 o'clock at night on primetime TV and see two people humping and bumping and grinding on each other and having soft porn. Like,
and the question is, do you want kids screwing?
It's not even necessary to tell the story. I remember when I was younger, I would see little things, people with kids, they go into a back room, they close the door. All the grown people know what's happening. It's not necessary for every storyline and every movie to have all these sex scenes. Y'all just living out y'all fantasies at this point. All these production agencies
and at this point,
and
they
these
really
directors,
attracted to kids, and they trying to corrupt them.
Yeah, all these production agencies and these directors. Y'all just wanting to see some porn. I feel like in front of y'all face, and y'all don't care. Like, y'all want to push this out and over sexualize the society. You know.
Now, how does this tie into masculinity and femininity?
I feel like all of that contributes to being unbalanced, because you have the songs, you have the media, and you have the educational system that pushes all of these unhealthy ideologies and ways of thinking. Like, oh, well, just work a nigga, get the bread, get the head, and leave. You planting those seeds into
you don't need
young
a family.
minds.
You don't need a family,
right? So if you don't need
you don't have to love nobody.
If you don't need a family,
you don't need to be loved.
What next comes? That a woman having that toxic masculinity traits. Oh, well, fuck a dude. I don't need a dude. I could do whatever. And you know, it all holds
like in slavery.
Yeah.
That even though this man is fucking me all willy-nilly, I don't have no feelings, because they just gonna fuck me and do what they want to do anyway. Don't you believe that Megan shit? She ain't cool. We've been trained. We have to train ourselves in order to rethink what it is that we're going through, because we have been conditioned to think that we less than. You can know exactly who you is because God told you who you is from the beginning, before you could even articulate it. Mm-hmm. You knew who you were. Mm-hmm. But something about it, you got sucked in because of your life experiences that taught you, nah, I don't believe that. You ain't shit. You know, you are less than. You are less than those people around you. You do need those people, you know. But what's going to pull us through? Constantly fighting them battles, you know. Somebody once said to me, though, why does it always have to be a fight? I'm like, well, to sum it up for me, I'm a Negro. That's what it comes to in my mind, because early on, for me, I've always been this black. It's different. It's different. People don't want to acknowledge it, but it's different. You know, first grade, I saw it. When the teacher left me on the porch, you know, bitter. 32. Yeah, because they treated me different, you know. But the reality is, originally, I knew who I was. Mm-hmm. I don't lose sight of it. And stop letting the media dictate what it is that you think and what you believe in too, because a lot of the times you don't realize that that's a lot of philosophical manipulation that's going on too. And propaganda. You know, you seeing all these things. Like, of course, if I tell you something 100 times, next thing you know, that's in your mind. Mm-hmm. You know, but take away, I would say my advice to the people that I know and love is turn everything off. Turn everything off and get secure with the spirit, you know, and regardless of how you look at the spirit, if that be you believing in Jesus Christ, which I promote. Mm-hmm. I promote it. Any form of spirit that you believe in, if it's for you, it will help you, it will influence you to move forward towards a positive light. Okay? So just be tuned. Don't feel like you need to be obligated because other people believe in something, or because it helps somebody else out. No, do it for yourself. Know without a shadow of a doubt that this particular thing has helped you along the way. That when you had a question, when you had a curiosity, when you asked, that it was answered to you.
Yeah, so I hope this was an eye-opener for you guys. I hope some of you were able to take away some good gems from this conversation, and make sure you stay tuned of more of what I said with Sierra
and Alicia. I said what I said, and I meant that. Don't test me, because it's what it is.
See you next time.
All right, bye y'all.
Bye.